Good.
Good.
Hey, everybody. It's Thursday night. It's 7 o'clock ish.
It is definitely ish.
And that means it's time for Thursday Night Live at the Gun Shop. And you can see I got a special co host. I got a special co host tonight. What's your name? Tell everybody your name.
Name.
What's your name?
Please.
What's your name?
Mean that.
Minerva.
Viva.
Minerva.
Say Minerva.
Viva.
Yes.
So that's what it's going to be.
Yep.
Viva.
Okay. Guys, if anybody can translate, please put it in the comments tonight.
Yes.
Because my ears are old and sometimes I just don't understand. I know we got some folks getting logged on.
Eric says the hat looks good on you, Tom.
Thank you. We apologize for last week, but just nobody was able. I was trying to leave here and take care of these guys and take medicine and go to bed.
Yep.
It was miserable, but it's all done now, except for the coughing, which I guess if we're like everybody else, that'll be for the next 2 months.
Yep, even poor little Minerva.
Yep, she coughing too. Have we got people on?
We got about 12.
All right.
And I did inform Minerva's mom and dad that they should go watch.
Oh.
See her on TV.
You gonna wave at mom and daddy?
Yes.
Wave at mom and daddy.
Day.
Wave at them.
Wave.
Say hi.
Hi.
All right, guys. Tonight we've got an interesting show.
To say the least.
Yeah, and it's probably going to be a little different.
Yes.
I've been gone all week. Was not supposed to be back till sometime tonight. And I was like, no, we just can't miss 2 weeks in a row. It's just not gonna. That's just not gonna work out well. So we packed up and come in yesterday.
Hey.
Hey, babe.
What's this?
That's my microphone.
Oh yeah.
That's so the people out there can hear me.
Hey, Mimi.
Yeah, they. Yeah.
She sees herself on that TV.
Oh. So anyway, it's been a lot of interesting things happen this week. We were actually at a buyer show down in Shreveport, and it was a big buyer show. It reminded me more of being at one of the older SHOT shows.
Kevin and Kim Warren said, good evening, guys. Ricky Hazelrick said, missed y'all last week. Glad you're feeling better.
Thank you. Glad y'all are here. So I had a chance to have a lot of interesting conversations over the last few days, and talked to a lot of different people, see here a lot of different opinions.
Eric, yes, we're missing one. He is busy watching Bluey right now, and Bluey is way more important than we are.
Yeah, I don't think he would sit this still either.
No. Hey, John. Can you say hey, John?
Hey.
Go ahead. Sorry.
So, anyway, try to share some of that with you tonight. And I've got some cool guns we're going to look at. Yeah, well, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 or 6 over here that we're going to check out. And I think hopefully you guys will find them pretty interesting and pretty cool. What, baby?
The hand's gonna stay right there, obviously.
Son.
So let's talk about.
He.
Hey, hey. Let's talk about what's going on with the Hearing Protection Act and the Short Act. We got really good news this week. The Finance Committee in the Senate left the Hearing Protection Act intact
That's awesome.
and amended it with the Short Act.
That's
So
even
now
better.
both are in the big, beautiful bill.
Yay!
I never thought we would see this close in my lifetime. So let's talk about it. What is the HPA? The HPA, in essence, is a bill that strips suppressors out of the NFA. So it's not just doing away with a tax on the suppressor, it's completely stripping them from the NFA, where buying a suppressor would be like buying any other firearm. You walk in, they're on the shelf, you pick the one you want out, fill out your 4473, call in the background check, take it home. Get rid of the $200 tax, get rid of the fingerprints, get rid of all that, plus the fact that within this law, it also directs that that registry must be destroyed. Now, I don't know who believes that's actually going to happen, but that's what's written in the law. The Short Act basically does the same thing with short barrel rifles and short barrel shotguns.
Okay.
Basically, it strips short barrel rifles and short barrel shotguns out of the NFA, and they become just like buying any other firearm, as it should be. This just makes sense. There's no reason our rights should be taxed, or at least just pure silly, idiotic restrictions put on things. Baby, not on my mic. They got to hear me. They got to hear me. Okay.
Okay.
Now, where does the HPA and the Short Act stand? Right now, it has passed the Finance Committee
It did.
of the
We know.
Senate,
No.
as far as we can tell. As far as I know, I think it's getting ready to pass the Finance Committee. Did the Finance Committee actually vote? I think they did. And so anyway, then you'll go to parlance. And then to the full Senate vote. So there's still some places where this could get
No.
derailed. It's not a done deal.
No.
So it's not a done deal. The outlaw look is pretty good, but it's not done. We're at that point where champions and heroes are made. This is the point right here at this critical juncture at the end of the fight. How many people still got it to keep fighting? Keep making the phone calls, keep sending the emails, keep up the pressure. And do not stop with the pressure until Donald Trump picks his pen up and signs it into law. Okay? This is where we have to push, and we have to get that second wind and come back and push harder and harder and harder. For once, it seems like at least 99.9% of the firearms world, the industry has united. The consumers, the people, the dealers, the manufacturers, the different 2A advocacy groups. It's like everybody's singing out of the same hymnal, except a couple.
We walk. Hey.
Hey,
We walk. Walk. We walk.
so
Legos? I don't know what she's talking about.
I think she's a frog. What is it?
There's a frog over there?
Go get it. Go get it. So we need to be pushing harder than we have ever pushed at this time. This is when we really got to get after it and push this thing across the goal line.
You've got to calm down.
The union said she gets these breaks, so
No. Okay.
that was a block break, right?
Walk.
Block, okay.
Hey.
So
Gary Lee said, hey, Tommy.
the action is needed. Guys, please, yourselves, anybody you know, pick the phone up, send emails, reach out to Marsha Blackburn, Bill Haggerty, and any other senator you want to call. If they sit on a committee, you have as much right to call them as anybody.
Sweet, sweet. Sweet, sweet.
So that action is needed. What's the outlook? The outlook is kind of like this. If we all unite, if we stay united, if we keep the pressure up, and we can push this thing across the goal line, which this is probably the one and only chance we're going to see.
In our lifetime.
It's took 100 years to get to this chance, roughly.
Hey.
So
Tin.
the outlook is if we stay united,
Tin.
if we
Hey.
if we do the things that we need to do,
Baby.
then here's what it's going to look like. In the near term, silencers are going to go up. It's just going to happen. There's not enough infrastructure in the silencer community to manufacture at the capacity that would be necessary.
Sweet, sweet.
It's just not there. And it's not something that's going to come on overnight. You still got lots of economic issues. Think about interest rates. People are borrowing money to buy machines to increase production. So there's lots of things that we got to think about. So it's safe to say that there will be a shortage. What? You want to go over there? There will be, if this passes, a shortage of silencers.
See?
And that's not scare tactics. That's just using common sense. When we got the bump in the market just because of the waiting period being reduced to a few days rather than months, look what happened. You couldn't buy a silencer. You couldn't find one. Now imagine what happens when they come off the registry and the $200 tax goes away, and it's just walk in and buy it across the counter. All these people that are running around out there going, oh, the greedy silencer companies and the greedy dealers aren't going to be able to charge as much, and silencers are going to cut their price in half. Those guys are living in Never Never Land.
I'm gonna go back over there.
There will be other people that get in this game, and they will be selling,
You don't want to be on TV anymore. Okay.
$200 silencers. And there will be people stupid enough to buy them.
Uh-huh.
And I did say stupid enough, because you can't get something for nothing. And if you're using quality materials,
Mimi.
stainless, titanium, high-grade stainless, titanium, Inconel, those metals cost money.
They do.
The labor to run the machines, and to have qualified work people to run the machines costs money. The machines themselves cost money. The electricity costs. Everything costs money. So there's a cost factor involved, and then there's this thing called profit.
What?
Because nobody's out here to do this and not make any money. This is
What?
whether people talking about, oh, it's right. Yes, it is right.
Okay.
Absolutely, it is, and you have the right to do what you want to.
Go right.
But it's also business, and
right.
people have got to be able to make a living if they're going to keep producing those goods that you want to purchase. And they're going to have to continually have maintenance on equipment, working with better training employees, engineers on different and new designs. So everything's got a cost. So these idiots that's running around out here going,
Say.
oh, silencers are going to get so cheap. They're either idiots,
Hear me?
liars, or delusional.
Yes. Or all of the above.
No.
Because here's what's going to happen in the near term. You don't have enough infrastructure if this passes.
Nope.
Silencers will be back ordered
Nope.
Yes, they will.
a year, if not more.
Nope.
The prices, if you can get the silencer, it'll be double or triple
Nope.
Yes.
the current
Yes, I know.
cost.
Nope. Nope.
Just because of supply and demand. And that's going to get nuts. But these are good problems. These are problems we want to deal with, because guess what? They're short-term problems. Maybe they might move with what you call a midterm problem, but short to midterm problems. There are problems that there is a correction for. It's just going to take the time to get there. Okay? You can put new infrastructure online. It just takes time. You can gear up and run another shift if you need to, but it takes time to get people in and get them taught and get them trained and get that going.
That's right.
So, well, yeah, we're talking about
Wait, what?
short to midterm problems, because, let's face it, we're going to have to add a lot of infrastructure. Those things are going to be difficult to get. Now, let's look at the SHORT Act. It's not going to have as big an impact on availability. I think you might see 14-inch blanks, and already so much of that being used
Wait. Oh.
that you'll see some pickup. There'll definitely be some pickup, but I don't see it getting as nuts as the suppressors. Don't move that. And I don't see the shotguns getting as nuts
Don't touch it.
as the suppressors. So that's kind of the outlook there. Action needed, get on the phone, call senators, worry everybody, make a lot of noise. Let's get it on the president's desk and get it signed.
Yep.
Okay, moving on from there, let's talk about TFA and GOA.
John said we need they need good quality control.
They do. Absolutely they do. TFA and GOA. These are the two places standing for us. We need to stand for them. We need to support them just like they support us. These are the guys that are in there fighting and they ain't backing down.
No, they're not.
You know, and they're not scared to call names, and they're not scared to get right in the middle of everything. So, remember, as far as events go, we've got TFA September 6th, I think, in Lebanon for the annual meeting. This will be the 30th year. This will be 30 years of TFA.
It's okay.
And the keynote speaker will be General Michael Flynn.
That is correct.
You can get tickets now at TFA's website.
No.
Yes, you can. Yes, you
Yes,
can, Minerva.
you can.
I can.
Yeah.
So you can get tickets now at the TFA website,
Don't.
and then of course in August,
You up at that.
can't never think of the dates.
If you will give me a second, I will hop over there and look.
GOA will have their goals event.
I did.
Tom.
I'm gonna get cards.
What, baby?
You work it.
So, with a really
Goals is
Okay. You get
9th.
this.
9th and 10th?
that's Friday and Saturday or Saturday and Sunday.
Saturday and Sunday.
Yeah, I think it's the 8th through the 10th.
Yes.
I think goals is the 8th through the 10th, maybe.
Mm-hmm.
That it's in Knoxville, so it's a short drive for most, those listening to us in West Tennessee. If you're a member of GOA, there is no admission charge. And this thing is going to be big, guys. I've been talking to folks, and there's a lot of excitement about goals this year.
I posted some of the
Here.
people that are going to be there on our page.
Hey, hey.
This is going to be a great event. It's the second one, so I encourage everybody that
You wanna
can to
back up
go.
there so you're on TV?
It's like. It's like.
If you're not a member of these organizations, you should be.
Me.
So, other thing we're getting the questions about, and that we heard a lot of talk about this week, is all the riots going on across the country. Okay, we've been here, done this before.
Mm-hmm.
The left gets mad. They start paying people to go start trouble. And in essence, that's what's happened again.
Your feet.
Just like any time we have something like this going on, we do have to be a little more careful. Because you have people usually of low intelligence that are easily controlled, that are just following the party line, and they're running strictly off emotion and no logic. So, can the riots spread? Yes. Do we really see much of a threat in West Tennessee from riots? I really don't think so. However, what we do see here is the danger of individual dumbasses
Yep.
that get caught up in the hype and take it on themselves to go out and do something. Now, it's not talked about a lot, but there's been several arrests in and around West Tennessee with people doing some good intelligence gathering and other things, of people that had wanted to start problems.
David Ito said hi, everyone.
Hey, Dave. So those people are out there, and they're idiots. So just use an extra bit of care. And, the other thing we need to think about, and this is not trying to be alarmist, guys, this is just real world stuff, is with the situation developing with Iran and some of these other places, we know they have people here in the States that are not here to do nice things.
That's right.
We wait.
So, have a little extra vigilance. Because there are a lot of people out there that want to do nasty things.
Unfortunately.
And especially to American civilians. They seem to like that idea.
You can go play with your blocks.
Now, let's get down to something happening very soon. Matter of fact, like a week from tomorrow. I think it's
Over there.
27th and 28th. Yeah, 27th and 28th of June. That's a Friday and Saturday.
Yes.
That will be National Defiance Days here at the shop.
Then sit down.
We'll have some surprise guests come in.
Move your feet.
That I think will be pretty cool. We're going to have some new product on the floor that we haven't carried previously. And,
I didn't even know all this stuff.
National Defiance Day is about what? It's about celebrating the defiant spirit of our forefathers and the defiant spirit that keeps us free.
That is correct.
It's getting together with like-minded people where we have a nice, peaceful, good time.
We do.
There's nobody throwing bricks and there's nobody doing all this mess.
Nope.
There's folks shaking hands, maybe hugging each other's neck,
Yep.
patting the kids on the head.
John Miller asked, are we going to have any sales reps here?
We're going to have some surprise guests.
Surprise guests. Yeah, I seem to have an echo tonight for some reason.
Yeah,
You
we're going to have
notice?
some surprise guests here. So, yeah, there'll be some folks here.
We're having surprise guests.
Good price.
We're going to have
Surprise, yes.
sales all the way through the store on ammo,
Bigger price.
scopes,
Price.
guns. We'll have guns anywhere from 20 to 90% off.
That's what I read earlier, and I like to have fell out. 90% off, Tom. Come on now.
It's going to happen. It's going to happen.
90%?
Sunset.
Tell her it's going to happen.
Is it going to happen?
You have it.
It's going to
Gonna
happen.
I mean, if she says it's going to happen, it's going to happen.
So,
She'll be here.
Go,
yeah.
go.
Yep, my co-host will be here signing autographs.
You signing autographs?
Where is that?
You going to sign autographs?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
So we'll have knives, just about everything. We'll have sales on everything in the store. Some super buys. And we'll remember the spirit that built America, that's built on defying the evil and the bad and the messy. And building something nice. So that will be the 27th and 28th. That's 9 to 5 both days. And should be a big time.
Should be.
Look at that.
And who knows, every time when we do one of these, we hold out different things that are little surprises just for the people that show up. So,
Eric can't listen today.
What?
He must have something in his ears. He said, "When is it happening again?"
27th and 28th.
A week from tomorrow.
Correct. So anyway, those are things that are going to be going on. It's going to be cool.
Nana.
Your mom wanted me to make sure to get your autograph.
Hey,
The I think you guys will like it. Like I said, we're going to have some guns that we're going to be bringing in some lines that we haven't traditionally had. I think you'll enjoy that. We'll probably be doing some stuff with thermals.
Very cool.
Maybe some stuff with 22 art, 6 art, 22 Creed. You know, some of the varmint calibers and that kind of thing.
Eric got it this time.
Good. We could text it to Kenley if you don't.
Yeah. I wish I could see this face this girl
So anyway.
back here is making it Tom.
That covers that part, I think. Let's talk about some guns.
Guns. You got a fancy pen over there?
Yeah. When I was over at Fusion Firearms Monday or Tuesday, I guess Tuesday, and I ordered some guns, and they kept trying to give me stickers and all this other stuff, and I didn't have enough things to carry them in, especially because I have to get so many. So the guy's like, "Man, you got to take something here. Take one of our fancy pens." So you got a pen, stylus, and flashlight.
Yeah, flashlight. Now I can't see.
So I've got one of their
blinded
fancy pens.
I'm sorry.
All right. Do we want to start with the oldest and work back, or do we want to start newest and work down, or what do we want to do?
Oldest.
Oldest. Okay, guys, this is an oldie but a goodie, and I'm going to show you. This is one of those where you cannot judge the book by its cover, okay? Because this one's got an ugly cover.
Oh. Unfortunately, it does. But
But that is a 5-screw Smith military and police.
be quiet. He's telling you what it is.
It's what later became the Model 10 Chamber 38 Special 4-inch barrel. And is she still perfectly times? Stays right up, lines up good. The gun looks rough, but mechanically,
Works perfectly.
that's a diamond in the rough. That's one that
Hey.
if it could tell stories. Now here's the other thing is, if you look down the barrel doesn't match the outside. The barrel's nice and clean and just like it should be.
Well, there are some people that are really pretty on the inside and not so pretty on the outside.
So that one's one where, these guns are legendary. One of the first swing out cylinders that Smith made. And it was called the hand ejectors. And, it went through the years. Later, this particular one was called the M&P, or the military and police, because so many police departments and different units of the military used it. And it was all over the world, not just here. So it was kind of the gun that set the tone, if you will. They're
Hey, wanna hurt?
they're just a really solid gun. They're a solid piece of history. And you know, if somebody needed just a good gun to use that has got multiple lifetimes left in it, right there.
Nathan Smith says grandfather carried that when he was a chief in Jackson for 18 years.
Probably so. I mean, the Model 10 was the gun of choice. So let's go to this one now. You know,
What you got?
we were talking about
Here you go.
all the crap going on.
Mm-hmm.
And Iran and Israel and us probably going to have to fight Iran. But
I do this.
this is a pistol. I think we built there's three of these, two or
I
three
think
of
there may be
these.
3 left.
Showing our support and the way we feel with Israel. These were only built by WHMC at WHMC.
Yep.
Um,
Don't kick.
I think we built a grand total of 4 or 5.
5 total.
You can see that we stand together and the U.S. and Israel flags with the WHMC Custom Shop logo here. Throated polish, trigger job, fit bushing, fit barrel, tuned extractor, ready to go.
Go?
So for
No.
you know, anybody that
Go?
kind of wants to go out there and publicly show their support or whatever,
There you go.
there you go. Next cool gun, Smith & Wesson Performance Center.
Hey.
This is a model 686-6. In the Performance Center, so you can see the Performance Center style barreled, unfluted cylinder, the speed release. Just a neat gun.
Gotta love the Performance Center too.
You can see here on the back, we've got a trigger overstop or over travel to stop the trigger dead when it breaks. Seems to be set pretty well right there. Yeah, and they're not as stupid expensive as you'd think they would be. Of course, chambered in .357 Magnum. You want a gun that you can go have a big time with, have a lot of fun, and show off to your buddies.
Nice gun.
That one's,
Can you please stop?
and of course we know, the 686 and the 586 were Smith's answer as the K-frame, or the old Model 10, which was built on the K-frame. Then the Model 19, the Model 13 that came out in .357. Once they put them in .357 and were shooting full house .357 loads, those old guns shot loose pretty quick. And nobody really wanted to go back to end-frame .38s or .357s. So Smith came up with what was called the L-frame, or the frame that you see the 586, 686, 581, 681 on. And I think there's another one now, the 69. That's a 44 special, which was an intermediate frame between the K and then the 44 Magnum end frame, the big frame at the time. Built to be tougher and stronger when shooting full house .357s over an extended period of time. So it was really a progression off, just a new progression from the, the K-frame was designed really for 38s, 3220s, and things like that. And then they stuck 357 in it, and it was just a matter of time till things shot loose. I mean, it was gonna happen. They simply didn't care about going back to the model 27s or 28s. So Smith came out with the L frame, which was that middle size frame, and it kind of took over.
Mr. Woods here's a little late to the show. Wants to know when the next sale at WHMC is going to be.
That would be June 27th and 28th, 9 to 5, a week from tomorrow.
You can come. I'll help you spend your money. Just come on down here.
Yep. So that's a neat gun. It's gonna probably be really fun to get out and just shoot.
Mm-hmm.
And here's one that's kind of neat. I thought we'd bring out. This is one of those you say, okay, a Glock 19X MOS.
Mm-hmm.
Go look it up. Glock doesn't have that in the catalog. It's really a no-brainer. The only place you can get this gun is Davison's.
So they do this.
So they've got the MOS 19X MOS with the threaded barrel from Glock.
Mm-hmm.
Suppressor height sights.
No.
And for our aesthetic, we've got the JK 105 CCX 9mm can screwed on,
Mm-hmm.
which makes a nice, not overly large package,
Looks pretty good to me.
nor is it overly heavy.
No.
Very lightweight package, and man, I bet it'd be a bunch of fun too.
I bet it would too.
So the Glock 19X MOS, we do have them in stock.
We still got them coughs going on. Everybody does.
Okay. And from SDS Industries, Tysis, and Mac,
Uh-huh.
we now have the Mac 9DS Comp.
Very nice.
So we got a commander size gun, compensated barrel. We're cut back here for the red dot, titanium firing pin, lightweight trigger, slightly oversized controls, extended mag release, funnel, rail, 17+1 magazine. Same magazine as the Staccato. We're finding a lot of people getting that magazine from Checkmate now.
Is this one of the ones they would refer to as the Turcado?
Yes. You can see the sights set up nice and high. So
Go over there. Go ahead.
gun's just set up really, really well.
It is. Thank you.
And it's a good looking gun.
Yeah, yes it is. Bet it'd be fun to shoot too.
Oh yeah.
Well, I thought maybe before we ended tonight we could introduce the other little guy.
If he's not screaming.
Well, we'll see.
So, yep, the Mac 9DS Comp, 18 round 9mm, ambidextrous safeties,
Come here. Come here.
beaver
wanna come
tail,
see?
memory
Come here.
memory bump,
Come on.
oversized mag release,
Can you come
magazine
say hello?
funnel, nice clear sights. Look how you can tell that's really been lowered and flared, so it's going to throw those 9mm cases out. It's going to get them out of there. Of course, our porting with the bull barrel. This is going to be a shooter, guys. This is going to be a shooter.
You see Tom
Going to
in
be
there?
a shooter.
You see Tom?
You might want to try you one.
You want to be on TV for a minute?
You want to come and be on TV a minute?
Here. I'm go see Tom.
Hey, say hi to everybody. Wave at them.
Here.
Wave at them.
Say hello. Hey,
Say hey.
Raphael. Hey. Can you wave?
Say tomorrow's my birthday and I will be 2 years old.
Can you say happy birthday? He's like, I don't know about this. Can you say cheese? He's like,
You will be 2 tomorrow. You realize that?
he's waving.
Well, everybody, this is Raphael. And he's being shy right now.
He is.
What is it, bud?
Dadara said, 1,000-yard stare. Oh, yeah.
What is it?
Hey, and everybody out
Okay.
there, y'all be praying for Dadara. She is, what, 41 weeks pregnant?
Yep. Number 3.
Yes. Your dad says little bro don't know what to do.
Do what?
Zach, my son.
Oh, he knows what to do.
He does. Get him.
He knows what to do.
I'm going to get you. I'm going to get you. Yeah, I'm going to get you.
Yep.
You want to get down? You want to go over there and play
All
with
right.
the blocks? Sit him over there and let him play with, or are you going to come see me?
He's going to you.
Yay!
All right. So, that's 5 pretty cool pistols we wanted to share with you tonight, along with some updates and some news. Next week, as we do the broadcast, you will be backstage with us the night before National Defiance Day.
That's right.
So, you'll be seeing some of the specials. You'll be seeing where some of the big tags are at. Some of the what guns are getting tagged. No, I don't have a list. I will actually make it next Thursday when I see what's actually in the shop. But we will be sharing a lot of that with you next week on the show, and hopefully have some good updates on what's going on with the HPA and the Short Act. If we're going to have those good updates, it's going to be you guys making phone calls, sending emails, and making noise. It matters.
It does.
It matters. Oh, so if there's not a lot else, unless you can think of anything, I think that's going to wrap us up for tonight.
I think you about covered everything.
I know we did a fairly short show tonight because we need the kids to be getting restless.
Yep.
And
They've been working all day. You know,
Yeah.
they're ready to go home.
we get them home, get them fed. So, anyway, guys, thank you for joining us tonight. We appreciate everybody that joins us every week and those that listen throughout the week. You know, we do this for you.
Yep.
To our friends on YouTube, hopefully we'll have this up.
Hopefully it's not, but
We'll see.
we'll
Hopefully
see in the
tonight,
morning,
but we'll
John.
see. Yep.
And
So,
I just want to say I love you, Zach and Dadara.
so as always, I'll leave you with this. God bless America. God bless you.